Copy that. I don't got anything as far as him, so just keep an eye on him.
Oh, shucks. Okay.
Confirm.
Let me ask over radio. Slacks from 1:30?
Send it.
You know if the Pacific Standard Public Deposit Bank's supposed to be locked?
I'm not sure.
10-4, because it is locked now, but I'd also, I'm just trying to verify whether or not it's intended or if an officer sort of out of habit just accidentally locked it while exiting before. All right, I don't want to mess with it, so we'll head over to another bank.
Send it.
I can get started on the reading.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
To Lindsay Circus and Palomino.
141, I'm having traffic as well, northbound Calais, just in the senior bonds. Blue and color hatchback.
103 and rail.
All right.
EMS with dispatcher unit to you.
Let me see here. Ah, yes. So the title of this book is Upon a Knight's Honor by Nicholas Reyes.
Okay.
Chapter 1. A cool breeze swept through Allison Pamella's hair. She closed her eyes for a moment and savored the feeling of the cool mountain air against her skin and sending her short hair dancing. Opening her eyes, the towering mountains of the Aznok mountain range once again loomed before her. The road before her winded along what little was left of the valley before making its way up the mountains. She turned her head and looked back at the carriages still resting along the side of the road. It probably wouldn't be long until they were ready to get back on the road again. Once more she looked over the mountains. Her eyes swept over the landscape. She still couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong, and she could not figure out why. The roads were safe. They should be. Bandits had all but been driven out entirely of the countryside. Any that may have remained wouldn't be foolish enough to attack a royal guard. Monsters had been driven out to almost extinction. There hadn't been a monster sighting in over 200 years, nor a dragon in over 600. And yet, still something vexed her, clawing at the back of her mind.
Yo,
Unable
I never
to figure
saw
out
that.
what was bothering her,
Look at the
she turned
crosswalk,
away
chat.
from the mountains and wandered back to the inn. She slipped in the front door and upstairs, avoiding the rowdy lot of guards enjoying their first meal of the day. It was going to be a long day, and she had wanted to enjoy the small part of it that she wasn't going to be wearing armor for. Once the princess and the other guards were ready, she wouldn't have that luxury. Allison walked down the hallway and stopped in front of a door. Princess Lucia should be awake by now, so Allison didn't hesitate to knock. Yes?
This is so
A
good.
faint voice replied from the other side. Princess Lucia, the weather is clear and the guard will be ready before the hour is up. Though I cannot help but feel as if something is wrong. Something about the mountain feels off, Allison replied. I trust your judgment with my life. Be sure the guards are on alert after they finish eating, and if you feel as though there is a danger, I would prefer if you would ride with me instead of in the front.
Oh.
The princess replied through the door. As you wish, my lady, Allison said. The princess cracked the door open slightly. And one more thing. Will you need help with your armor? The princess whispered.
Oh.
I don't... apologies, my lady. I appreciate the offer, but I am capable of doing such things myself, Allison responded, slightly flustered. Are you sure? She asked. Yes, I am sure, Allison replied more confidently. Even the ones in the back? Princess Lucia inquired. Allison smiled slightly. She realized this was more of a request to help than a simple question, and getting her plate armor on by herself was always a bit of a challenge. Okay, I would appreciate the help, Allison admitted. Princess Lucia followed Allison back to her room and closed the door.
Oh.
Allison quickly put on leather padding over her clothes. Lucia picked up the chainmail that Allison had laying on her bed. The mail seemed to shimmer and flow as if it were spider silk and weighed about the same. When did
141,
you
clear
get
traffic.
Mithril? Lucia asked. About a month ago. I promised the Master of Arms I would stop entering tournaments so someone else would have the chance to win. Allison replied as she finished putting on the additional padding. Perhaps you didn't need my help after all.
Hotel
Lucia
823
sighed.
911.
Allison smiled at her and said, I do appreciate it. The mail isn't bad, but the plate can be a pain. Princess Lucia walked over and helped Allison into the chainmail. Next came the leg and thigh plate armor. Lucia was sure to spend a great deal of care double checking that every part was properly secured.
Oh.
Gradually, the two got Allison into her armor. When Lucia placed the helmet on her, Allison breathed a sigh of relief, knowing that she wouldn't have to worry about her face turning red any longer. It's the end of chapter 1. If you don't mind, I will gonna put the
Yeah,
money
yeah.
in.
No,
And,
I'm gonna go in there with you. How many chapters are there?
I think there's like 3 or
Hotel
4.
823.
Oh my gosh.
He wanted a ride. He didn't need medical.
Um. Wait, does the reading cover all the chapters?
Of course.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
we do.
I gotta make sure everyone gets their money's worth.
To confirm that the
Perfect.
We're not a tax
This is
return.
good. Oh my, why is there a trash bag here?
I told him I'm not giving him
I
a
don't
ride.
know.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna deal with that banker.
Dundee.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Hey, can I deposit some money? Thank you.
Fortunately, I think I'm gonna have to collect my paycheck over at Bay City.
No, no worries.
Here we are. You don't mind if we head over to Bay City Bank?
Of course not. I mean, I don't think I've gotten my paycheck either in a few days.
All right, perfect. Hey, just a heads up, if we get approached by another officer, just put your head down in the back. Don't worry.
Okay.
And if you get spotted, I'll explain that I'm trying to get my money's worth out of a book reading.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
Oh, I can't wait for chapter 2. The armor's
Let me
on.
see here. Where were we? Ah, yes, chapter 2. The convoy got moving later than Allison wanted. The carriage ride was a lot smoother than riding on a horse. The cushions helped a bit, but a few minor enhancements and enchantments were added to stabilize the inside of the carriage, as if it wasn't moving at all. Allison sat across from the princess at the front of the inside of the carriage so that she could instruct the driver or take over if necessary. Allison at first kept her gaze directed out the window entirely, but every now and then she looked back at the princess. Each time she did, she saw that the princess was staring at her. Allison would immediately avert her gaze, not wanting the princess to know that she was looking at her. The road slowly rounded the mountainside. The view was incredible, but not quite the view either of them wanted. Below
Oh.
them, a valley stretched out into the distance with a river lazily snaking its way through the green horizon. Lush fields dotted with the occasional trees filled the window. The road was not particularly treacherous, but it did pass a few
Dispatch
cliffsides as the
0133, clear
caravan
the
moved through
parking
the
bay. Never
mountains.
mind, I see 5
The entire
more. Never
time,
mind.
Allison felt the princess's gaze upon
Taking
her.
77's the Ocean King.
Nothing looked to be wrong, but
No,
still
just
that
parking
feeling of
violations. Trying to find the
impending
owners before I,
catastrophe lingered
put
at
on
the
violation.
back of Allison's mind. The hours slowly went by as the sun rose higher and
142,
higher
sorry,
into the
141,
sky.
72 in Mosley's, code 2, my vehicle's breaking down.
For
Allison could
133's got
never
a
push it
76
away
MRPD.
entirely,
I
or
think
figure out
someone
what
spilled some
exactly was
cola
setting
in
it off.
the button
This
She
is
had
the
there.
worst
always been
intersection.
attuned to
Everyone's heard it.
danger, seeing things before they happened, and reading her opponent's moves with ease. Allison? Princess Lucia asked. Yes, Allison replied, suddenly snapping back to reality. The princess was still a bit nervous as she tried to sound as confident as possible. She had watched Allison look out the window for the last few hours without saying a word, and while she couldn't see anything under the helmet her knight wore, she could tell that Allison was troubled. Would you mind sitting next to me? Princess Lucia asked as she shut the window next to her. Of course, my lady. Would you like the other window closed as well? Allison said. If you could. Allison closed the window and moved over next to the princess before she sat down.
1, 10, 7.
Princess Lucia smiled. She could tell Allison was relaxing slightly next to her. What do you think of me? Lucia asked. Well, you are the person that I am sworn to protect and will lay down my life for, Allison instinctively responded. But do you like me? Or am I a bother to you? You're not a bother to me at all. I could never regret the time I spent with you. Princess Lucia placed a hand on Allison's left hand. Lucia could only feel the cold steel of Allison's armor, but still wanted to hold it. But do you like me? Lucia asked once again. Well, of course I do. How could I not? How could anyone not? Allison answered. Princess Lucia sighed slightly, hearing a mostly non-committal answer.
Wait, come in with me. I want to know more.
She leaned against Allison and whispered, I wanted to say that
I want someone to overhear this without
A
context.
faint alarm whispered in the back of Allison's mind. Whatever Lucia said, Allison didn't hear. Allison knew what was about to happen. Didn't even take a moment for her to understand what it meant, what was going to happen, but she realized there wouldn't be any time to shout out a warning. Allison grabbed Princess Lucia and pulled her close, shielding the princess with her own body as an explosion rocked the carriage. The magic that made the ride so smooth failed entirely, unable to deal with the sudden explosion. The carriage tumbled end over end, sending fragments of wood and fabric into the air. Shouts of surprise and alarm reverberated through the air. Allison's head spun as she struggled to reorient herself. The carriage was on its side and badly damaged. She looked down and saw Princess Lucia still in her arms. Looking her over briefly, she saw that the princess appeared to be uninjured. She carefully let Lucia go and pushed herself upright. Are you okay, my lady? Allison shouted. The princess nodded. Stay here. Do not leave for any reason until I come back. Allison again instructed. Lucia nodded and whispered, Please be safe. Allison stood up and tapped the door above her. It slowly opened and she climbed out. Dozens of corpses surrounded the carriage. The mangled bodies of horses and guards lay strewn about on the narrow road. Looking up, she saw the likely culprits. She placed her right hand on her sword. Dozens of heavily armed figures loomed above her on the ledge overlooking the roadway. Their armor was well polished and consisted of a breastplate over mail with greaves and gauntlets, not quite as protective as the full plate of a knight,
Oh.
but well beyond what bandits or ordinary soldiers would wear.
Oh, hello.
33,
Sorry, it's a
10-8
book.
there.
The book reading. It's It's a smut. I think that's the term.
What? Wait, I'm
He's reading a
Oh.
book.
Oh,
It's a book reading.
to you?
Yeah, I paid for this.
Oh dear God.
Oh my god.
How the? Why the dear God?
Just saying. Not to be shady.
This is what you're doing on the clock. Is
Let's
like,
go, Jade.
On the clock. This is my lunch
that's
break.
crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Okay.
This is what
Let's
you
go,
do with your
Jade.
lunch break. Oh my god.
Okay, hold up. Let me ask you this. You're working at Senior Buns. What's with the heels?
You know what? You want to know something funnier? This is your lunch break. How about you take a break from lunch?
Yeah, you might want to keep running the rest of the way in those heels. Don't trip and fall.
Did it as well, we can arrest them. People should not be doing that.
All right. You know what?
I'll
How
just
about-
finish up this chapter.
Yes.
There's only a page left,
Perfect.
and then we can get everything in there.
There's-
There was one that plotted out. I don't remember.
Allison realized these were no ordinary bandits, but she didn't recognize their uniforms. They were certainly mercenaries, but likely did not operate in the kingdom. Allison's eyes then fixated on an older man leaning against a staff that had a number of small skulls hanging from the end of it. The man pointed a finger at her. A small red bead shot out at her, growing and growing into a raging inferno. Allison drew her sword, and in a swift motion, trails of magical energy flowed off of it as she brought the blade up. The raging inferno splashed against the blade, and just like a knife cutting through butter, simply parted to either side. Allison emerged unharmed along with the rest of the carriage. The mage recoiled in surprise. The spell he had chosen should have destroyed the knight before him. What? Impossible! No man can, shit. The mage said, as he slowly realized what had happened. Someone didn't tell you I was a woman? Allison asked. I should have expected this. The mage replied dismissively. You also should have expected that you were going to die today. Shut up! Kill her! The mage shrieked. The mercenaries took that as their cue to attack. Allison steadied herself. There were over 100 of them and only one of her. Not the best odds, but they could be worse. End of chapter 2.
Oh my.
Excuse me.
Put the
Hedda?
bookmark there.
Hey.
Matt?
How's it going?
Hey, Rose.
Hey.
It's going.
Don't mind
you
me.
doing?
Well, I'm here to cash my check. And I have a wonderful individual here reading me a book.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Who you have?
Who's that?
Take it. Who else reads books?
Wait.
It's me,
Hmm?
Nicholas. Book
Mhm.
guy.
Nicholas from the Liquid Library?
Yep.
Yep, that's my name.
Hi, how are you? It's Etta.
Hi, I'm doing all right. Hope you're doing all right as well.
He's got like one or two more chapters in this book left.
Wait, what's he reading?
Yeah, what is he reading?
Upon a knight's honor.
Ooh.
And what's the genre again?
Fantasy romance smut.
Hey, yo, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, all right.
Yep. It's wonderful.
Please,
it's
continue.
wonderful.
I see you. Yeah, I see.
Mhm.
But hold on. Wait. We're gonna cash our checks. All right.
Oh, good call, actually.
And then we're gonna come back and he'll read the
Yeah,
rest.
That's what we're here to do.
Money.
That is a nice amount.
Hello. I would like to cash my my paycheck, please.
So I'm gonna escort them to
Oh,
Mosey's, get a
thank
look
you. Appreciate it.
Hey.
All right. Well.
Thank you so much.
Here we are.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, tell me
Thank
about
you.
it.
No problemo.
Oh, okay. All right, story time.
Is there one chapter left?
I think there's 2.
Oh, okay. Y'all missed half of it. All right,
That's
so
okay.
y'all
We're
gonna
here
try
for the
to.
end. This is the best
Okay.
part.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let
1:30,
me
10:07. I'm on my lunch break.
Dispatch 125 on traffic with an
yes.
individual who just threw something out my
Chapter 3.
window.
Princess Lucia sat in the remains of the carriage waiting. She was terrified. Not that
It was a big check.
she was in danger or her love was in danger. She was terrified because she knew she couldn't do anything about it. She had no magical abilities and wasn't good with a sword either. She wanted to help, wanted to do something, but she couldn't. All she could do was sit and pray to whatever gods would listen that Allison would make it back to her alive. The sounds of battle raged outside. That at least was a good sign. It meant that Allison was still alive. Metal rang out against metal, explosions, chants of magic. Every shout made her nearly jump out of her skin as anxiety continued to build. She wanted to look out the top of the carriage. She wanted to see what was happening. She wanted to do something.
That was inaccurate.
Still, she didn't. She
Oh,
trusted
it is.
Allison with her life.
I lied.
Allison had never let her
Wait,
down
no.
and never would. It was just that the feeling of helplessness was one that couldn't be so
No, it's
easily
correct.
overcome.
With the 15%. Never mind.
So she waited. And waited. 20 grueling minutes passed before silence once again descended. It was welcoming, but unnerving. There was a knock against the top of the carriage, and a familiar voice that told Lucia everything she needed to know. Princess, can you open the door for me? A familiar but weak voice asked. She sprang to her feet and pushed the door open. Allison tumbled inside, and Lucia did her best to catch her knight. Allison's armor was almost unrecognizable. She was breathing in and out rapidly. Her helmet was nowhere to be seen, revealing her hair matted with sweat and blood. Allison's face was in a similar state, covered in mud mixed with sweat and blood. Allison then collapsed against Lucia. Embracing her knight, Lucia said with tears in her eyes, I'm so glad you're safe. I was worried so much about you. Allison managed a weak smile and said, Thank you, my lady, but I was just doing my duty. Lucia felt blood trickle over her hands, and her eyes quickly spotted a nasty gash that had ripped through Allison's plate. Lucia strained and moved Allison slightly backwards so that she would be able to rest against the side of the carriage without Lucia's support. You're hurt! Lucia exclaimed. It's nothing, Allison said, meekly trying to wave her off. Lucia grabbed a knife that was still hanging at Allison's side and began to cut away at the straps of her armor. Working as quickly as she could, Lucia stripped away the layers of protection Allison was wearing until she got down to the skin. Ripping her own dress, Lucia bandaged the wound as best as she could. Princess, Allison said. Yes, really, I'll be fine. You need to take a horse and... No, I'm not leaving you, Lucia interrupted.
Oh my god, the
Allison opened her
dedication.
mouth to protest, but felt a bit lightheaded, and simply closed her eyes and leaned against Lucia. Just rest for now, Lucia said. The princess paused for a moment, then whispered in Allison's ear, and know that I love you.
Aww.
Chapter 4. Allison awoke several hours later. The interior of the carriage was dark, save for what few rays of the fading light could make their way inside. She started to sit up before realizing that Lucia was also sleeping against her. Lucia also began to stir. Hey, how are you? Lucia whispered. Allison replied, I'm feeling a bit better now. In fact, she was feeling almost like her old self, a bit tired, but still fine. She just hoped that the princess wouldn't feel too bad that her bandaging was all for naught. Allison healed extraordinarily quickly. The gash across her stomach had probably only taken a few minutes to heal. Her
Oh.
fatigue would be another matter. But it was nothing that a good night's rest couldn't fix. Lucia planted a kiss on her cheek. I'm so glad. Princess? Yes? I love you.
Oh.
You know that I can never return your love, though.
Oh.
Lucia held Alice's hands and looked into her eyes.
Blinks.
Please, just call me Lucia. I've seen it in your eyes.
no.
The glances you have thrown my way. You love me,
Too real.
and I love you. I can't. I'm your knight, your bodyguard. Not even of noble blood. You know what your father will say? What they'll all say? I don't care what they'll say, Lucia said before kissing Allison on the lips. Allison wanted to fight against it, but knew that there was only one battle she would lose. The battle against her own heart.
Aw.
Aw.
Allison embraced Lucia and returned the kiss. Their hands began to wander. It was slow at first, until Lucia found that Allison's wounds had already healed.
See, the best part.
Wait, Allison protested. What? Are you sure? You wish to do this here? All that matters is that it's with you. Allison smiled.
Hey, don't mind me. I'm on my lunch break, just having a story reading.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Even after such a long fight, don't think that you can... Another kiss interrupted what Allison was about to say.
Ooh.
Every feeling the two had for each other began to pour out. Every longing glance, every thought that had been pushed away, every tease, every touch, it all began to build and culminate. It was
People
here
going
that
by without
Allison had
context.
lost her first battle, but she was very much determined not to lose the war, or at the very least enjoy it as much as possible. Their passion had only just begun to build, and it wasn't just hand-holding that they were going to do. It was finally now that the gloves came off, along with every piece of clothing that they were still wearing. It was certainly not the most romantic place for them to discover each other's body. In the middle of a field of dead bodies inside of a wrecked carriage. The only ones, however, to hear the sounds coming from inside that pile of wooden and velvet were the crows and vultures that slowly circled overhead. A few days later, the two walked into a village at the base of the mountain. At least there, the two would be able to find a proper bed for the beast with two backs to sleep in.
Nicholas, just a moment. Edda,
Yeah?
did that person sort of just begin mocking Nicholas as they were walking into the bank?
I'm not sure.
So they were just making weird sounds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they were just like trying to speak. Apologies, you can continue. I just wanted to make sure.
People are just assholes.
The end.
Oh my god!
Oh, hey!
Epilogue.
Damn. Okay.
Professor Mason swapped to the next slide. Two skeletons lay next to one another in a rather ornate stone coffin. He continued his lecture. Ah, yes. Here we have finally located the tomb of the legendary knight Alison de Abalon and Princess Lucia. As you can see, they were buried in the traditional marriage pose for royalty during the middle period of the Athinda kingdom. You can see that they were also wearing matching rings that were traditionally gifted during a wedding. We know from Alison's journal and her book on blade magic that the two shared a bed until the time of their deaths. Therefore, we can conclude that they were very good friends. Some may even speculate that they were roommates.
Sounds like lesbians.
Professor, couldn't a priest have asked them that? Well,
So edgy.
good that you pointed out. Normally, we simply let the dead from the pre-Republic era rest. But Alison's influence on modern gun magic and blade magic led to the Republic of Athenina voting to allow a priest to cast such a spell. But instead of answering the question, Alison told him to read her diary and that she was banging the princess, even seeking out a shaman so that the two could have a child together. It was such a very puzzling answer. But such as the spell can give. The dead often talk in riddles, especially when they died so long ago. Alas, the result is inconclusive.
Wow, they got
Damn.
married and lived happily ever after. Wow.
That
The
was
end. They
upon
they
a knight's
wasn't
honor.
they wasn't just room. They was banging.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. That was
Wow.
wonderful. That was wonderful.
That was really good.
Thank
Mike.
you.
So, do you do readings like this at the library, Nicholas?
Yes, I do. Occasionally, I'll do free book readings. Otherwise, it's $75 to just request me to read it at any time, any place, anywhere.
Bro, you need some other readers?
Hold
I'm
on.
good at reading.
Cornwood, remember what I said about liability? If you need a ride, I can give you one, bud.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it.
That was very,
That was
very good.
Of course, of course.
All right, I should probably get you back to the Liquid Library. But thank you
I
so
would
much for that.
appreciate that.
Thank you
All right.
so much. Hop in, Cornwood. Cornwood, you just missed out on the book reading.
Story time, yeah.
Yeah.
Here, hop on in.
Look, I'm not here to have fun, okay? I was doing my job.
Yeah, well, I was on my lunch break.
I'm off duty.
All right. Here we
We
are.
have lunch breaks.
Yeah, of
Of course.
course we do.
I just eat all day.
Well, I mean, you
Oh,
can't.
well.
All day's not a lunch break, but 10, 15 minutes here, 10, 15 minutes there, within
Yeah.
reason, not chained back to back. To be clear, that's okay. That's okay. Do you need to go? Are you looking for Moss?
No, Monsters went 42.
42. Okay. All right.
I might do the same, to be honest.
No, you go 42.
I may.
You may.
Well,
Okay.
storm's coming,
Well, you-
so we got about
oh.
20 minutes.
You're right. Man, you just missed out on the. Nicholas, what was the title again? Sorry.
Upon a knight's honor.
It was so good.
Yeah.
what
They
they
lived happily ever after until they both died. The end.
Oh, wow.
But
That's
they was
amazing.
banging until the end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yep,
All
they were
right.
Look at
roommates.
this guy. Look at some bitch.
Ooh.
Get him. Come on,
Go
come on,
get
come on.
him.
Yes.
Bye, Matt.
Have a good
Pull
one.
his ass over. Let's do this.
Don't worry, my vehicle's stuck in first gear. There's nothing I can do about it. Still stuck. Still stuck. Still
What the
stuck.
hell's wrong with this thing?
It's fucking old. I'm trying my hardest. I promise.
hell's happening?
It's stuck in first gear.
What the hell?
Please shift it to second, please.
What the hell is wrong
It's
with this
still
thing?
stuck. This is fucked. Finally. Okay. You see where they went?
No, we lost him.
Did we though?
BCB.
Did we?
Yeah, no, I didn't see where they went.
I don't know.
They could have gone this way. And maybe they did to maintain their speed. But I don't see anything.
I think I saw them keep driving straight.
Oh shit. Yeah, you see him anywhere? I don't see anything.
316, active 80, going eastbound on Boulevard Del Perro, BCB immediately. We've got damn road traffic.
Disregard last. However, my vehicle failed to shift from first to second for 30 seconds, resulting in us losing visual on a vehicle.
Yep, BCB.
Shit. I tried, man. I tried. There's nothing I can do but the fact that we're driving super old
You just
cars.
gotta just shift it.
It's not a manual. It's automatic. The transmission's fucked.
Well, you gotta make it manual.
I can't just make it manual, Cornwood.
Just get your hands in there, get dirty.
Cornwood, there is no just getting your hands in it and getting dirty.
You're very quiet there on the radio.
That's not really a choice.
Very better.
Like, you just gotta believe in yourself, Rose.
I do believe in myself, but some things are out of my control.
Nothing is out of your control. You're a damn police officer.
You're right. You're right, but there are still things out of my control.
Name one.
Entry, 300 turn into
Shifting from first to second.
That's a bad example.
That's a perfect example. That's what just happened. It was out of my control.
Prove it.
Well, hopefully the car will shift from first to second this time. Here we go. Let's find out. Oh yeah, look, no problem.
Yeah, no problem that time. See,
Yeah.
Rhodes, you just believed in yourself.
It's not that I always believe in myself. I'm my biggest believer. I'll have you know, I am my biggest believer. I can't control that we were given shit equipment. That's the reality. That is the reality, Cornwood. But you know what? My day will continue going on. I'm gonna keep trying my best, and I deal with the hand dealt to me. It is what it is. What did you
You
just
know what,
do?
Rhodes? I think you're going to be a great officer someday.
Why do you say it like that?
Say it like what?
You're saying it like I'm not an experienced officer.
I'm just saying you could be better than you are now. I think you will be.
Oh, thank you. Cornwood,
You
you
got
know,
plenty-
I was
you
your
got plenty of
boss
room to
once,
grow.
right?
When?
I was under Pred. You remember that?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. It's probably for the better. It's all right, though. It's all right. Let me just get Nicholas here over to the Liquid Library.
Thank you.
Speaking of which, have you been there, Cornwood?
Hell, I don't think so.
Oh, wonderful place. Wonderful place. Here you go, Nicholas. Thank you
very
so much.
Of course. Here's my phone number.
Wait, what the hell? He was in the bag the whole time?
Yeah.
There you go.
Let me write this down.
If you want another book reading, you want any more books, just feel free to give me a call or a text.
Will do. Thank you very much. You have a wonderful
Of course.
day.
You too. And just so you know, your left-hand turn signal has been on for several streets.
Yeah, unfortunately, again, old equipment, electrical gremlins, not much I can do.
Okay, I just wanted to make
I can
sure
change
you
it
were
from left to
aware.
right or ultimately have my hazards on forever, but there is no off. Sorry.
Well, good luck wrangling with the machine spirit.
I'll try. Cornwood,
Huh?
they have a glory hole in the bathroom.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you go into the bathroom, it's the first two stalls. Now, whoever put the glory hole there wasn't really thinking logically, because it's closest to the entrance, and who wants to put the hole there?
Wait, so the hole sticks out?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't stick out. No, it's not that wonky. It's just on the inner door. It's closest to the door to enter. People are gonna see you.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. Who does that?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't got too much experience with no damn glory holes.
Me neither, but thinking about the concept logically, it's just a little wonky. Anyways,
Wait, do they?
141, clear traffic.
What?
62 Sheriff PD, right super the storm.
did you want to go to the Liquid Library? I mean, we have some time. He does
No,
tours.
no,
Okay,
I'm
all right.
fine. I'm fine. Yeah,
All
no,
right.
I'm
So
fine.
just to be clear, not to the glory hole. Like, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh,
There's just a lot that goes on there.
Okay. Well, I mean, I appreciate the offer, Rhodes, but no, I'm okay.
Okay, all right. For what it's worth, I'm happily married. Okay, happily married. So you have nothing to worry about.
Oh, okay.
I'm not like hitting on you or anything. To be clear.
Wait. So that stall is in it. It's in the stall. It's not in the wall.
There-
I was just
No.
always
It's
assumed-
it's in the wall between the stalls, but the hole is drilled closest to where you would walk in, which means that people would be able to see your feet right there. Like who? Unless you're doing something strange, why would you be standing at the very start of the stall, facing
maybe
sideways?
maybe you stand on the toilet.
You can't because the toilet's in the back and the hole is as soon as you walk into the right.
No, you can just lean up against the door. Right? Why do you know so much about this, Rhodes?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? Oh, okay, if you are going... Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Son of a bitch.
Dispatch 130, 1038 southbound center with a grime van. Unsure on occupants.
Imagine breaking the law right in front of the damn police department.
Yeah. The hell was that? Hey, pull off to the right-hand side, please.
Hey, pull it over, jackass.
Hello? Hey!
No, he's
Okay.
reaching.
Oh, hey, no, 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 no. No, no!
Hey,
No.
hey, put her away.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. You know what? You know what? He's having a rough day. You know, delivery drivers this time of year. It's all right. We can cut him a break. We can. Oh my. Okay. Oh.
I had to let him
Oh,
out.
where'd you come from? Hello?
Wait, what? Oh, what the shit? Hey,
It wasn't
son,
us.
you
We didn't
okay?
do it. Oh.
What's happening here?
Sir, you all right?
Oh, hello.
Hey, what's
Hi,
going
hello.
on?
Here, well, let's pull him out of the street. I'm gonna pull you out of the street here, buddy.
EMS from PD?
Send it.
Needed 52 in front of Mission Row PD. We have an individual who's in the middle of the street. Unsure what happened.
Hey, firm, I'll get a unit to you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Mr. Officer.
Just a moment.
One tree trees returning to
Alright,
MRPD.
you mind if
Gonna be
I search a
popping
person
off
here?
the storm.
Oh, you all right?
Sorry, I tripped.
Cornwood, remember what I said, pal?
Oh, God.
You know what? It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. EMS is on the way. What's your name, pal?
Gregory.
Gregory?
Yeah.
Gregory what?
Lightfoot.
Light. Oh, that's what happened. You tripped over your light
Happened?
feet.
Oh.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
You
I
know
think
what they
that's
say
it.
about last names, right? That, you know, it's got some relation to your family way back when and the profession they had, right?
Right. What's your last name? That's the
Roads?
theory.
Excuse me, Mr.
Oh,
Officer.
you protect the roads. Okay, I get it.
See, the math is mathin'.
The math is math.
The math is maybe your family maybe they made light shoes way back when, right? Instead of something
Maybe.
really heavy.
Maybe. I think so, sir.
All right. EMS is I heard their sirens. They're up the road somewhere.
I appreciate it.
buddy,
Hey.
What's
I
up?
know
What's up?
I know you're not
Stop.
feeling
Thank you
good
for the
right
raid,
now,
man. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
but we're gonna need you to stay with us. All right.
I'm staying with you.
Okay.
And,
All right.
and, you know, while they get here and while they get working on you, I'm gonna go ahead and write you up here because you were jaywalking. You know, you were on the ground outside of a crosswalk. So I'm gonna
There's
go ahead and
no-
write you up for jaywalking.
No,
It is
I
gonna be
don't-
a $70 citation.
I don't think so. I don't think that's what happened, sir.
I mean, I mean, that's the only way you could have gotten hit and been outside of the sidewalk on the ground
Oh
like that.
gosh.
I just don't think that's very just, sir.
Well,
mean,
I
we
mean,
could-
you shouldn't have been jaywalking.
Maybe we could chalk it up. You did kick me.
Oh.
No, I don't think that happened. I think I tripped.
No, I think you kicked me.
No,
All right.
look, I'm gonna go ahead and have to.
Cornwood, come over here. Let's talk about it while EMS gets everything sorted out. Cornwood, you cannot add insult to injury. The poor guy was in the middle of the road. Maybe he got hit by a car.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
What if he was in the crosswalk originally?
Because he's the one who broke the law.
Yeah, but you hit
Broke the law
him.
first.
You hit him.
Well, I tripped on his.
Okay, and what if he
accidentally
tripped?
Stepped on his head.
Okay, that's still not okay.
Look, as far as I'm concerned,
Listen,
he's
it's
obstructing justice by arguing with me.
no. Cornwood, listen.
Huh?
You got your dig in, okay? You hit him, intentional or not. Maybe we just call it even. You know, he goes his way, You go yours. But if we catch him jaywalking again, citation, no questions
Give him
asked.
the nines.
Like a 9.5 right
Not quite. Not quite, but close. Close, Cornwood. You're on track. You're on track. You know, you may have taken a few wrong turns along the way, but we can get you back on track.
Okay.
Okay, man. I think
All
that
right.
big officer had something to do with it too. He kicked him pretty hard.
Oh.
Okay, here I'm gonna have a word with him.
Oh my.
Which one's the big officer?
This is what we just had a talk. You know,
Yeah.
you had a rough day, and here's what we're gonna do for you.
All right, tell me.
So we're gonna remove that jaywalking charge. Okay.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
give you a warning.
Warning.
Yeah. So just make sure you don't jaywalk again, okay, buddy?
Nominative
jaywalk,
determinism? It's interesting. I've never
It's
heard
okay,
of that
buddy.
phrase.
Yeah, I know you've had a rough day, and you maybe got a hit in the head a little bit. You don't really remember much.
Are you
But-
really gaslighting me right now, man?
Hey, it's okay, buddy. Just hey, watch your breath. Just listen to the EMS, okay? They're gonna get you covered.
I don't appreciate a good gaslighter.
Oh.
Are we
I
gonna
don't
take
think
him
it's
to
not
the
real.
hospital?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
All right, bud. Let's get you on the stretcher and
Maybe,
go.
Pal, just remember next time to avoid this from happening, don't jaywalk, okay?
The gaslighting is crazy. Get me out of here.
What?
Gaslighting's not real.
There's a book about gaslighting at the Liquid Library. You should read it.
Get me out of here.
You know what? If he was here to
that's
apply for PD, wait, shit, what's his name? Did you get his name?
Hey, buddy, what's your name?
What's my name?
Oh, Gregory Lightfoot. I remember.
Gregory Lightfoot.
I remember.
Okay. How rude! You forgot his name.
I'm
Initially.
Rude, Rhodes. How rude.
God
damn it, Rhodes.
I'm gonna be real. I forget a lot of things very quickly. Like, remember when you asked, or someone asked, what was the color of the vehicle? Up in Grapeseed.
Oh yeah, that was me. See,
Yeah.
you don't even remember it was me.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be real. I just go with the flow. I do what I need to, and hope for the best.
Okay. Well, you know what, Rhodes? You should get that
What?
checked out.
I have.
Yeah, me too.
Oh. What's yours? Is it ADHD?
I think I got HDMI.
Oh damn! I have a
Yeah.
few of those.
Yeah, it ain't good.
Yeah, a little concerning, to be honest. I'm only 1 times diagnosed, though. I had a friend who was like 4 or 5 times diagnosed. Crazy, if you ask me.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Is that what is 88? Is that 80, 80? How many 80s?
I don't quite know, but
or
at
is
what
it-
point? At what point in your life do you have to get diagnosed several times?
Yeah, I mean, at a certain. How many? I need a 6th opinion. Like, what the hell is that?
I don't know. I think after the first one, that might be sufficient.
Yeah, I mean, hell, the only time I got a 6th opinion was whenever they wanted to give me that vaccine.
Oh. So how many times did you get an additional opinion?
As many as I needed to.
Until a doctor said it's not worth it?
Mm-hmm.
How many times was that? Less than or above
8.
10? Oh. Okay, all right. You know, that's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So is it fair to say that, like, 1 in 8 doctors don't recommend, but 7 in 8 do? You know how they do, like, the dentist commercials? Or the
Well, I went to a
toothpaste ones?
veterinarian for the 8th one. Yeah, I mean, it was while I was out of the farm.
Oh, Cornwood, you're something.
Mm-hmm.
I miss you for what it's worth. I do.
Yeah, hell, I missed you too, Rhodes. You're one of the good ones. You know that, right?
Well, I appreciate that. that. And if you ever need something, you let me know.
Absolutely. If you ever need any ivermectin, you let me know.
Have a good one.
Absolutely, you do.
Oh my gosh. Can't park him there. Oh yeah, dude, Cornwood is fucking great. Cornwood is fucking great.
In uniform.
In uniform?
Yes.
Are you in the public eye?
Not a very like. What if I'm up north in Polito, in the woods?
Again, it comes back to: are you in the public eye?
Is this about pissing?
No, this is about smoking.
Oh.
In uniform.
Okay. Slack said it. Slack said it.
Like I said, we're not.
That's a ventilated area.
Us captains
outside.
aren't going to agree on smoking. That's fine in the station. I don't mind if you smoke in the station as long as it's not in the cells in front of a suspect. And you're not doing it in the lobby, and you're not doing it in the public eye. So if you ever got to ask yourself, can I smoke here while you're on duty, while you're in uniform? Is it, am I in the public eye? If it's yes, then you cannot smoke. If it's no, go ahead.
Can I make a recommendation?
All right.
Consolidate all smoking to the interrogation rooms as they are already fucked up.
It's got proper ventilation in there. I'm good with that.
No, it does not have proper ventilation. It's full of smoke.
Okay,
I got proper ventilation.
but let's not turn the remainder of Mission Row into the interrogation room.
It's got plenty of ventilation there. That's
I feel
these
like
places
I'm-
have ventilation. The other place, the interrogation
exactly.
room doesn't.
Interrogation room's
That's
a box with no interrogation.
Wait, so you want to smoke? You just don't want to smoke somewhere full of smoke.
Yeah.
Yes. That's bad for me, obviously, sir.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
bad.
You're smoking in there.
What? Is this,
That's
is
bad
this an
for-
order, sir?
If
You
it's
wanna
coming
smoke
from a
inside the
captain,
station?
do you really want to ask that?
If you want to smoke inside the station, you're smoking inside the interrogation room, all right?
What? What if? Okay, hold up. Okay, what if there's people being interrogated in there currently, and I need,
Two
and I,
rooms.
Wait your turn.
what if I'm itching?
Scratch away.
If you-
Well, no, that's
go
implying
out
that I
back.
can
Go out
smoke
the
them.
back door, right? You're not. Yeah, you might. Listen, use your judgment, okay? Did
Gotcha.
you make sure that was out properly? That was all the way out? That's not
Yeah,
going to start a fire, right?
Yeah.
Do
I'm
do
pretty
do
sure it's
do
out.
do do do.
Listen, you want to smoke, and then both interrogation rooms are being used as a line right now. Go out back. Stand on the stairs where you're still behind the barrier, okay? You know, just straight up back.
Okay. Yeah.
I just listen. We want to keep this place clean. It's a nice station. Keep it clean. I don't need ash everywhere. I don't need to smell cigarettes everywhere I go. Okay, out back or in the interrogation room. I think that's fair. Stay out of the public eye. Easy.
You ever thought about a lounge, sir?
No. But it's something we could look into.
Yeah. A lounge would be cool.
So we came to the agreement. All right. Smoking. Got to be done in the interrogation room or outside the public eye, outside the station. All right. So if you're gonna smoke in the station, you go in the interrogation room.
All right.
Is anyone moving?
I don't know if I
No.
agreed. I don't know if I agreed. to
Am I?
that,
You're not moving.
I didn't
No,
ask you to
perfect.
agree to it.
Shit, I can't take the gun out.
Pass the time, right?
Yeah, 10-4, sir. No problem.
All right.
All right. Get back in. Hey, Elena, how's it going? Hope all is well. A lot of people don't realize this, okay? You know, back when I was first starting the good old streaming, and before I had, you know, Discord, Twitter, and all that stuff, Elena was the one who was pretty much like, listen here, Dumbo. All right? You need these things. And I was like, but huh? What? And then Elena set up pretty much the entirety of the Discord. I appreciate you so much, Elena. It has helped me out so much. It's true. It's true. It's crazy to me that like everything I needed to do but didn't was always recommended and pushed by other people. Seriously. It just, and then we've always ended up with just like a phenomenal mod team. Now, I've pretty much left that up primarily to Celeste, okay? Celeste is able to like read people really well. Celeste is the person, you know, when it comes to reading people. That is for damn sure. Yeah. I straight up, I wouldn't be here. Okay, there's like a few things. Number one, like Nikita and I pushing each other to stream. That was something important. Elena pushing me to do the Discord and
what
Twitter
did you
related
just do?
stuff. Celeste for just like all of the day-to-day, just like, you know, me randomly getting messaged like, hey, so like December's approaching, you plan on putting up those Christmas emotes anytime soon? And also acknowledging that if I don't respond, it's not because I'm ignoring her, it's because like I may have read it at like midnight while half asleep and then woke up and forgot that I read it. But it's no longer a notification, so it's not in front of me. And then messaging me again. And always making suggestions that always end up 100% accurate and true. And anytime I worry about something, Celeste and the rest of the mod team are always there to be like, listen, don't worry, it's fine. I did do that to Celeste. I am so sorry about that. I am so sorry. I'm gonna be real. Sometimes the subathon related stuff, it's on a whim. Like I'm just in that mindset, and it's like, fuck it, we go now. For example, like all of the sub goal related stuff is primarily Celeste and the mod team with recommendations. Sometimes it's stuff recommended by you guys, but like tracking everything, all that stuff is you know, the mod team and Celeste. I've been very fortunate in how the community has sort of like how do I word this? I've been very fortunate in how, I guess I don't necessarily want to use the term like police the community, right? But like y'all know the ins and outs. Y'all know that there are certain topics that are just not allowed whatsoever. Y'all know when there's someone acting out, you don't pay them any attention. You don't at them. You do nothing other than wait for myself or a mod to just ban them, time them out, whatever. Because don't forget, you know, people are doing things for attention most times, especially in chat when they're trying to drama bait or anything like that. Don't give them the time of day. It ain't worth it. Don't pay them any attention whatsoever. None, zero. I'm uncomfortable with your use of y'all. You're a masshole. Stop this. It's weird because I hate saying you all. Y'all just flows way better. And like I said, I just appreciate you know, most people, even if maybe some of y'all came here with a different mindset. There's at least a general understanding of like what is and isn't okay. Again, pay him no attention. Oh. And the other thing is, I would say this is consistent throughout the entirety of the mod team. But Celeste specifically, and when I point out Celeste, it's primarily because Celeste was literally the one to look at people who, you know, applied to become a mod, picked all the right people who ended up being phenomenal, right? Celeste is the person where, like, it doesn't matter if you're her best friend. If you did something stupid, she's going to tell you you did something stupid. And that's why there is so much value. And I actually said this in RP the other day when explaining the relationship between like Rhodes and Pred, and how you sort of need opposites to kind of end up meeting in the middle, or at least someone who doesn't have like an exact like duplicate mindset, because because if you do and you agree on everything, then